always described as passionate by other people, which I think is their kind way of calling me an asshole. But I think that's the best way I can describe myself. I'm passionate, I'm focused. I'm just a hard worker. I've just worked my whole life. And I spend most of my time with my family at work. So, and I'm just as passionate about home as I am at work. I got hooked on food as a kid. I always remember just everything I did was about eating. When I think back to like carnivals and stuff when I was a kid, first thing I would do was find a food stand, whether it was a crepe stand or whatever. Like, I don't know, I've just always been driven towards it. So much of my life is food memories. Whether we've traveled to wherever, it's always food. I think I've been able to take 10 years of working and experience and kind of put it into here.
What is this liquid? Pick a liquid.
Cooking, if I'm not cooking, if I'm not thinking about food, I'm constantly thinking about my wife and my son and just my family. If I'm not here, I'm always with them. Delicious. We make a ton of apple vinegar. So we made, I think I went through 100 pounds of apples last year for vinegar, and I just ran out maybe a month ago. So now that apples are coming back, we'll start our next round.
They last now, so the vinegar lasts.
The vinegar will last. As long as you take care of it, you're good to go. Step for us, bread and fry schnitzel, roast apples, and cooking wise I'm almost done. Okay. If you plating after that. Okay. I love being a chef. I love the kitchen. I love the excitement. And then for food itself, it's discovering new things. Tasting a peach that's at its peak versus a peach that's not so good right now. And always getting those products at its best. I always talk about asparagus. I love asparagus, but I hate asparagus when it's bad. But if you get asparagus right at that perfect moment, it's one of the greatest things you can eat. So that's kind of what keeps me excited with food, is kind of hunting for perfection. Oh, favorite tool in the kitchen. It's gonna sound a little douchebaggish, but I'm gonna have to say my tweezers right now. Other than that, if it's not my tweezers, it's definitely my fillet knife. Go. When I look at something, I look at how much I can get out of one product, what I can use it for. Can I turn it into a vinegar? Can I ferment it? Can I cure it? Can I dehydrate it? How many different ways I can use? My mentality as far as a chef has changed. I built an entire dish around cucumber. There happens to be fish on that dish, but it was just based off what I could do with one cucumber. So on this dish, we are using cucumber in 4 different ways. So that's kind of how I've started to look at ingredients, is to make sure we can create a zero waste as much as possible. The awesome thing about being here is going back to being a risk taker, like opening up a restaurant like Henry's in Huntington Beach with our boss's approval is a massive fucking risk, and I loved it. I had to be a part of it. It's the perfect restaurant for Huntington, and it's also, I think, the restaurant Huntington Beach needs. It needs a little bit more of an upscale feel, but not upscale in the sense that you can't afford it, just upscale and a little bit more confident. Thank you to Chef's Insight and Dining Out Magazine for coming to join us at Henry's.